business to conduct.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the Creche.
Do as I do. The Inquisitor shall tolerate only the utmost respect.
I'm not sure if I
I'm a
really...
bit afraid this Inquisitor won't want to say anything useful.
Yeah.
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now.
Our esteemed guest. Please approach. We have much to discuss. My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Ghaik slave vessel.
Right. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Ghaik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you. Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
Some of your species say knowledge
This
is
one.
power. They are wrong. Knowledge is everything. We took an interest in you when you became involved with this absolute cult. A pestilence of infected slaves, the first symptom of the Grand Design in action. But you are lucky. That weapon you carry is the solution. I have heard it from Queen Vlaakith herself. Hand it over.
Do not try me. Hand over the artifact or die by my hand.
Ooh.
The Sathisk. I hate that you speak the truth. Choose. Your path is mine to follow. Our fate is forged. Mother Gith, guide us.
Your illustrious adventure ends here. Hetazith!
We killed him.
Creche, Yillik, with me, to the death!
I choose Frenzy. And I choose to obliterate this man. And I really quickly run over here. She does the bear rage. And then murders this man. Easy. We're lagging a little bit. Critical miss. Then she goes to the other side. Destroyed. Disarming attack is so fucking irritating. Ugh. You can teleport this man.
Death won't take me yet.
Roll him.
I got this.
Roll him.
Tactical.
Go tank for me a little bit, Karlak. And they're shooting at her anyway. Rather critical myth. Okay.
What should I do?
Nothing
Got to press
apparently.
on. Time to press ahead.
Fuck yes. Open up.
Inquisitor Wargas was potent. We are impressed.
My queen. Skathai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, God Regent of the Six Arms of Tunnarath.
But I can't see you.
Your choice of allies is most vexing. They do not become you, Lae'zel.
Chma Zala Vlaakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Alchaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief? No! It is not yours! To own something is to know it. That weapon you carry. The astral prison. It is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the astral prism. Our last defense against the return of the Elithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. Choose. But know this. The cost of refusal is great.
Not merely great, Lae'zel. Eternal.
Huh. I choose to save. I choose this one.
Perhaps I misheard. You would not speak ill of a god, would you?
Do not test her. She will be our ruin.
Blaspheming tongue! You wish to see godhood? Wish
What? What? I choose this one.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. You will not leave this room until it is done.
Barna's in. Our each step with purpose. Vlaakith has spoken. Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
Okay.
Don't do it!
Sure.
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement.
Ooh. Hmm.
A timeless space, bounded, compressed in a fold. A pocket of astral plane.
The Destiny Astral Plane.
Boundless.
Really is the Destiny Astral Plane with
Timeless.
the floating rocks and shit.
Like every dream that ever was stitched together. It is home.
Okay. I guess we're here now. Nigel. Whoa. Bird. Astral gravity. Dude, 420 XP. Nice. This is a very cool area. Why is Shadowheart okay with this? Because it's like her art of, wow. It's like her artifact. A beckoning cave.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us.
Bird. Sure.
I may have made a mistake.
Wow, there she
trusting
is.
you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki. But you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now... you've come here to murder me. Very well. What do you want to know? Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying?
No.
Vlaakith
I
warned
trust
you that
her,
I would
like,
try to
100%.
deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning.
Don't attack me.
It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about. She is trying her very best to kill me by sending you. Vlaakith is lying to her people. She pretends to know how Gith destroyed the Mind Flayer Empire. In truth, she knows nothing. If the Illithid Empire were ever to return, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you. As do I. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. I hope you are ready to face Vlaakith's wrath. The entire Creche stands ready to kill you in her name. Good luck.
Speak. Have you killed my queen's enemy?
Choose this one.
Vlaakith does not lie to her faithful. Open your mind. Show me.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance. Your thoughts become one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlaakith Tafkinazin. I see only madness. Vlaakith bears the full might of Tunarath's arms, and the covenant of the Great Mother Gith. Skvar! We are leaving this place, now!
Nice. Sweet, I'm blessed. Hashtag blessed. Oh, this isn't how we get out, is it? Bird. Shadowheart can't even make it. Shadowheart's like, hey, lads. Bye. Bird.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Hey, Lae'zel. Hey, Lae'zel.
Vlaakith. Vlaakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Skageth! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlaakith's favor yet. Silence! I must think.
As I said, the best parts of this entire game are when the characters are speaking to each other, not when the fighting is happening. That was excellent. I appreciate it. It was well delivered. Like, that whole sequence. I'm so glad I came back and did this. It's like every time there's a conversation on screen, I'm interested.
Open this cage, you munting asshole!
Open your window or I'm gonna throw rocks at your house, you dumb whore.
The
Damn
statue
thing is
starts
jammed
to
shut.
rotate, but its
Won't
rusty
turn like this.
mechanism jams stuck.
Oh, I don't care enough. They can rot in there. Like, the game is genuinely good. It's like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. The combat is just,
Can't slow down.
If they will not cease,
and the movement is
then
just,
bleed them dry.
it's just so
Got to concentrate.
something,
Keep going.
you know?
Victory awaits.
And now we have to fight our way out of the, out of the place, I'm assuming.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Right. Now we get back to Moonrise Towers. This was a much more interesting way to go than the Underdark, which I spent like 2 minutes in, got frustrated, and didn't want to freaking be there anymore. Hey, what's up? Hey guys. What's up? I choose to run in. Right in the middle of all of them.
Before me. Put 'em up.
She does the same thing.
Find a route.
Thanks. I mean, it's kind of cool that I defied a god, but
I'm fury.
oh, like I want to hit Y because I see the
Taking position.
the button on the screen, and I just hit it immediately. And we got so much, Githyanki lore. Kill this man. Frenzy mode, activate, kill. Destroy. Air rage. Whoa. Oh, there's another one back there. Bird. Where is Karlak? There she is. I see her. How are we gonna get at the ones on the top? Oh, I see the ladder.
Bleed for me.
Okay, Shadowheart. Damn.
Swift and lethal.
Bruh. Oh, there's a man in front of me. Here. There we go. Now I can go. Actually, she can go up here.
My path be true.
He shoved me down the stairs. He literally pushed me down the stairs, brother.
What do I have to lose?
Damn, one tapped him.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Ready for this?
Yeah. And then Lae'zel kills this one.
I am fury. I am death.
Nice. Is there anyone else up here that we should care about? No. Okay. That was cool. That was a cool area. That was my favorite area so far. This one. Did we go to camp?
Better make camp soon.
Yeah.
Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
It's not a bad idea, actually, Shadowheart. Let me save as well. Long rest. And then we go back to the Underdark. And everything is horrible and bad for us.
Looks like we're done here. Pity. This place has been a wild ride. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
Fine. Hi, Asterion.
The sooner we get out of this Gith warren, the better.
Hi, Gale.
Walking freely out of a Githyanki creche. A miracle if ever I've seen one. And trust me, I've seen quite a few. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
They're so cool when they're talking to each other. Dialogue in this game is fantastic.
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Hi.
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
Important matters.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. I riddle thee not. I speak only what requires telling. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Okay.
Very well.
Huh. I don't care. Kinda cool though.
My first tour of a Githyanki Creche. Memorable, to be certain, but the service left something to be desired.
Will, you suck. He's like Karth. He fucking sucks.
I suppose not many can boast that they've been to a Githyanki creche and survived. Perhaps that's a good omen for our chances going forward, if you're feeling optimistic.
Okay.
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me. Khalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process. A favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Bird.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Alright.
Go on then. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Khalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging.
Damn.
The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Sword logic. Or like the hive a little bit.
Mark my words. This power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Gladly.
Aye. Aye. Does Shadowheart's dialogue change at all?
So, that's what people mean
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
butterflies in their stomach. Fine. What's on your mind? Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less.
Damn. Okay. Doing fine.
Very serious of you.
Doing fine.
But go ahead. Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing the power of Shah unleashed on that land is keeping the thought in my mind. But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart.
Damn.
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected Ceremorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. It's been known to happen.
Huh. Okay. Does talking to her about going back to Avernus, like, piss her off at all? Or is she, like, okay with it?
What's on your mind? Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now, or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. Not always. Not this. I'm sorry. But this one is mine. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please.
Damn.
Nope. Thanks so much for asking, though. Let's not fight, all right? I've just gotten a good turn. I want to ride that till the wagon wheels fly off.
Understood.
Soldier. You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout. We don't know what these tadpoles are capable of.
Heard. Alright. 200. Oh, does it use all of them at once? Heard. That's what it does. The owlbear cub.
Recognize the feathered creature.
He appears.
It's the owlbear cub you rescued.
He's here. He found us. Attack him.
The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
Eat the food.
The creature gulps the food down. It seems he hasn't eaten in some time.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily. I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.